What's going on, y'all? Great Louis here. I'm honestly deciding if I should keep my glasses on for this or not. Reflection might bother y'all, so for the sake of this video, I'm gonna take them off. I wanted to make this video. Um, let's let this train pass. This motherfucker want to be annoying. Uh, I made this video just for um to really talk to y'all about some shit and really just try to give y'all advice on something that people out there who might need to listen to here. This video at all is not going to be funny, bro. It's not going to be entertaining. So if you come here for that, you could just probably watch one of my other videos. I got a lot of funny videos, or at least entertaining videos, in my opinion, and from the people who comment them. I'll probably put one like on the time keep, whatever the thing's called, up there. It'll be somewhere up there. I'll give y'all a video to look at. But this video is honestly was inspired by a TED talk that I was watching yesterday from Demetrius. I don't know if I'm gonna fuck up his last name. Demetrius Hamilton. Hammond. You know what? Let me actually look up his name, because I don't want to disrespect the dude at all. Demetrius Harmon. Demetrius Harmon. Yeah. This was inspired by his TED Talk. I was actually watching it last night, and this video was kind of inspired by his talk. And there was a point in his video where he mentioned, am I forgetting something, bro? I feel like I'm forgetting to say something on the intro, but if I don't, I'll probably say it. I'll probably edit it. I'll probably write it down somewhere. But to get straight to the point, there was a part in his speech where he mentioned, his speech, where he mentioned that that when he started making YouTube videos, he started making them as Meech and not like Demetrius. And he explained how like him as Demetrius was just this quiet, shy kid who was really reserved and didn't really express himself to the world because he didn't know if people would accept him. And when he made videos, his YouTube videos, he went under the name of Meech, and became like the opposite. Like his character was funny, like outspoken, popular, etc., etc. And he mentioned how he took, like, at some point when his videos blew up and everybody started knowing him for being Meech, that he almost took that image of that character and started living his life as that, and it destroyed him. At least, like, he didn't say that in his words, but to sum it up, it ruined him, because that wasn't who he was, and he always felt like he had to be that person no matter where he was. He always felt like he had to be Meech instead of Demetrius. And he mentioned in his story that that when he like decided to go against Meech and just become Demetrius, that it was almost like a revival of just him. Like it was him finally getting the release of not being that character, and just him being himself and doing the things that he wanted to do. Because he felt like when he was being Meech, he had to be funny, he had to do things that people like, and all that stuff. And I just wanted to make this video just to tell y'all that, like, for anybody out there that has a character, that has a thing that they're doing, whether it be to increase their brand or whatever the case is, like, bro, just be yourself at the end of the day. Like, you don't need to always feel like you have to be something else because you feel like a part of you is missing, or you feel insecure. Like, if that's the case, like, build yourself up. You know what I mean? Like, learn things about yourself, take chances with yourself. Not everything, like, sometimes, like, it really does take you to go outside your comfort zone to realize, like, all of the strengths that you actually have, you know what I mean? And the things that you actually, like, possess. But, sometimes you don't realize that because you're so used to, like, the shit that you've been dealing with all your life, and the insecurities and the self-doubts and all this type of stuff, and you just don't realize that, like in the long run, if you end up being this character that is totally opposite from who you are, it would only, like, destroy your character. You know what I mean? It wouldn't destroy your character. I mean, it would hurt in the long run because you would constantly have to keep on, like, catching up to be that character, to be that guy everywhere you go, and not just be yourself. And there's different scenarios for each person. Like, if you're a guy that, if you're a writer and you're playing characters and skits like that, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, you get to, that's part of your gimmick. That's part of what you do. But I think that there has to be a balance between that and just being you, and just knowing that it's okay to be yourself wherever you go, and actually embrace that. Like, it's fire, bro. It's dope. Like, I feel like people, like, we live in a day and age where everybody feels like they have to be somebody, bro, instead of just being themselves. And I remember, like, on IG seeing this one clip of AI. I think he was in a podcast or something like that, and he was like, yo, what's wrong with just being yourself? Like, what's wrong with just being you? Everybody's so focused on what everybody else is doing online and social media and all this fake bullshit that, like, nobody is teaching people how to just be themselves and just accept themselves for who they are, whether it's the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, the gorgeous, whatever. Like, people don't they don't praise that statement enough, just being yourself, and just having a balance. Like, I don't know, I just really wanted to talk about this because I feel like at some point, like, we all kind of went through that, where maybe in high school we wasn't the most popular kid, or maybe we was really insecure, or we just had mad anxiety, bro, and you felt like you always had to, like, you didn't want motherfuckers to find out who you really were because you just thought that they would find you to be whack or corny, or you just felt like people would not hang out with you if they really know who you were or are, and you're trying to be this character so that everybody can like, but at the end of the day, like, you're only hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself because at the end of the day, like, nobody really cares. And it's like, and especially, like, as an introvert, like, it's draining, bro. Like imagine you have a character where it's like, you're over the top, you're like mad loud, you're saying the most craziest shit, but when the cameras is out, or when you're not in public and you're indoors, you're like totally the opposite. You're reserved, you're quiet, you're this, that. Bro, that's draining, bro. Like, it's like you're not even being true to who you are at that point. You're playing a character so that you can get some clout or grow, or just for motherfuckers to like you. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, like, this shit is bullshit, bro. Like, it really is. And I don't know, if anybody gets anything out of this, bro, just be yourself, man. And, like, learn to, like, learn not to take what you create, whether it be a character, a persona, or whatever, and try to imitate that into your life, especially if you know that that's not who you are. You know, with me being the Great Louis, at the end of the day, like, it's just a name, you know what I mean? And I know the meaning behind that name. I know why I call myself that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm Louis, you know what I mean? That's my real name. For those of you who don't know, my name is Louis. And the Great Louis is, as I described it, it's really just me, but just amplified. It's me, but just in an entertaining form of myself. But I know that in reality, like, I can't always be that. Like, I'm not always like that in real life. Like, I have my shit just like everybody else. And I just want to let you know, like, it's okay to be yourself, bro. Like, if you feel insecure, if you feel like you're not good enough, like bro, like, dead that. Like, find things to just make you realize how dope you are. challenge yourself, like take yourself outside of your zone. And I know it's easier said than done, but bro, like the great things in life never come easy. Like I want you to know that, like finding yourself and finding the things that make you happy and finding things that make you realize like who you are, they are investments, bro. Like they take time, they take money, they take, well, depends on the thing, but it takes effort, it takes energy, and that's not something that can happen overnight. It's a process, just like anything in life. So just, I don't know, I hope that like people who you know are trying to come up in any sort of way, or they trying to like be this or be that, if you can be something that's kind of true to who you are, then I think at the end of the day you'll win, especially like long-term wise, because it never takes energy to be yourself, bro. It never does. It always takes energy to be something that you're not. It always does, and that's just draining as fuck. Because I feel like there was times in my life where I feel like I had to be somebody in order for people to like me. And at the end of the day, like bro, like nobody really knows who the fuck they are, like until they go through some shit, right? Or until like you realize, like, I don't know. I'm trying to like, I hope that I make sense of this. It's just, I just want y'all to realize that, bro, it's okay to be yourself. If you get anything out of this video, it's okay to be yourself. And if you have a gimmick, if you have a character that you're trying to portray, you know, for entertainment purposes or for just like, for whatever the case may be, just have that balance. Have that balance to where it's like, okay, when I record myself, when I make a video, you know, whether it be for like if you make any type of story, you know, a video based off a skit or a film or whatever, and you have to play a character, like let that character just stay in that world and be yourself, like outside of that, you know what I mean? Don't always feel like you have to keep up with people, and don't always feel like you have to, like, I don't know, like be something that you're not just so motherfuckers can find you cool. Cause it's like, bro, that shit is lame. The dopest shit you can ever do is like be yourself, and it's to actually like figure out what it is that makes you you. Like that's the most fire shit. And if people can't understand it, then fuck them, because there's somebody else that probably would understand you, or there's probably people that out there that would resonate to somebody that's trying to like discover who they are, or be aware of their mistakes and actually try to change that so that they can help people and love people and like just live the best life that they can live, because this shit is short at the end of the day. It's like, bro, would you rather, like, there's a famous quote, it's like, would you rather be and y'all know what I'm about to say, this quote, it's like, would you rather be loved for what you're not, or would you rather be hated for what you are, or something like that? I'll probably post this shit, but I think that's the perfect way to describe it. It's like, bro, like, oh, no, it's this one. Would you rather be, it's a Nipsey quote, matter of fact. It's like, would you rather be at peace with the world, but at war with yourself? Or would you rather be at war with the world, but peace within yourself? Or have peace within yourself? I'm butchering it, but like, take a second to actually think about that. Because if you're portraying a character and you're trying to live that, you know, life imitating art, if you're trying to live that, yeah, you're trying to give peace to the world. You're trying to make people fall in love with you, but but in your head you're at war with yourself. You're destroying yourself. You're not loving yourself because you're not being who you are. You're not being who you were meant to be. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this. Hopefully you guys you should actually watch this video and took something out of it. I think I'm gonna make this a series, man. I think I'm gonna call it Talks with Luis. And this is gonna be the first episode, man. Let me know what y'all think. And let me know if there's something I could do better. I know this was all over the place, but I think I got my point across. And just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. And like it is okay to, like, you know, be an amplified, entertaining version of yourself, but like just know that like there's a balance in life. You know what I mean? If you feel like you have to be something in order for people to love you, but you're not being yourself at the end of the day, it's like, does that really matter? Like, because at the end of the day, like, people can fall in love with you one day and the next day they can hate you. And it's like, whether they love you or hate you, during those two sequences, you're not you're not being yourself. And it's like, I'd rather be myself and have people fucking hate me than being something that I'm not and being a fake ass motherfucker and having people like me. I don't, just not, it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like the way to go, because you're only self-sabotaging yourself at that point. And it's like, I don't want to do that, bro. I got enough shit going on in my head. And I don't want to go against that. So it's like, if people hate me for being me, if they find me boring, if they whatever, then that's cool, bro. Because I know there's people out there who find me the opposite, who actually find me to just be real, bro. And I think at the end of the day, like, being real is just like the illest shit that you can be. So yeah, take care of y'all, stay safe, stay great, and I love you. Peace.